time to call Jersey Central? Join the conversation online and be a part of WCTC's real-time talk. Like 1450 WCTC on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Burt Barron.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
8:09, welcome to hour number 3 of Jersey Central. On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Good morning, it's Burt Barron back inside the Forge Jewelers Studios. We got our contest coming up in just a bit. Your chance to win a voucher, good for a pair of tickets to some upcoming shows at State Theater, New Jersey. And we'll give you the chance to win those coming up. And one of the shows that's on the list is actually going to be an annual performance from my next guest who's about to join me on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline, and we'll talk about that coming up. But let's welcome in a chart-topping singer, songwriter, has toured the world as a member of Beatlemania and Styx, and now his latest project, which I just love, called The Weeklings, are going to be having a CD release party coming up tomorrow. So it's great to welcome back. He's also known nowadays as Lefty Weekling, but Glen Burtnik is with us here today. Glenn, welcome back to WCTC. How are you?
I'm great, Bert. Thanks for having me, man.
Always a pleasure, man. Good to talk to you. And the Weeklings, back with your second album. I don't know how many people know that this was kind of like a real special thing for you as to where this latest Weeklings record was recorded. You want to talk about the Weeklings for a bit?
Sure. You know, we're a very Beatles-inspired group. We cover, on our first album, we covered some very rare early Lennon-McCartney songs that the Beatles never released as the Beatles when they were young. But so for this second album, we decided, well, let's go record in the footprints of those guys. And we flew to London, England, and we camped out in Abbey Road Studio 2, which is the room that this very studio which just about every note of the Beatle music was recorded in. And it was just a thrill. We were kind of simultaneously tourists and musicians working on an album at the same time.
That's remarkable. I mean, what a thrill it had to be for you to be not only, recording bass lines or playing piano in the actual room where Paul McCartney laid down all that great music for the Beatles. I mean, that's a bucket list sort of thing for you, I bet.
Totally is. And you know what? It's such a great studio. I did a lot of research. We knew the room. The second you see the room, you know it if you're a real Beatle fan, where you spend so much time, as I, studying the photos and everything. And we asked them, I know there's 2 pianos left that the Beatles recorded on, and they had them wheeled in. And, to play the same, I know a lot of their songs, to play a lot of their music on their pianos, on the ones that used on the record, is great. And we ended up employing those pianos and the sound of them in that room into our songs and our music. And also, by the way, we did record another 4 very rare Beatles songs, Lennon, McCartney, and Harrison songs, that they wrote while they were Beatles, but they never released officially.
Unbelievable stuff. So there you are. You play the actual piano, Glenn. I mean, that's as close as it gets right there. I mean, wow, what a thrill. That's unbelievable. Man.
It's so fun. It was just a blast. I'm enjoying my life, Bert.
Good for you. That's what I like about the Weeklings, too. Fun. You guys are a fun band. You and Bob Berger and the other guys, you got together. You have these sort of alter egos. You're Lefty Weekling, and the other guys have these other names, too. And I can tell you guys have so much fun when you're on stage together.
Yeah, there's Zeke Weekling, there's Smokestack Weekling, and there's Rocky Weekling. But our names are, there's Bob Berger, and there's John Rajavi, and there's Joe Belia and myself, but we call each other by our alter ego names, our Weeklings names.
Great stuff. And you guys have been playing together for years, and it wasn't too long ago. You guys did a very intimate show for the WCTC audience. It was a dark night, otherwise a dark night at the State Theater, where they brought in a lot of their big benefactors and a lot of their great people, and you guys did a very intimate sort of impromptu concert, which was just unbelievable. I mean, what a terrific night that was. So I know you're going to be coming back there very soon, too, and we'll talk about that in a second. But talk about the big party that's happening in Asbury Park tomorrow. This sounds like a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, it's the official, the record, which is called Studio 2, it officially released November 28th, but we are holding our CD release concert tomorrow night here in Asbury Park at a really amazing new venue called the House of Independence. And we've got a bunch of guests coming to join us on stage at different points in the night. We did a crowdfunding thing where we asked for fans' help to, help finance this expensive trip to London to record the album. So some of those people have, they deserve to get special prizes and stuff like that. And there are these bass drum heads that I hand painted. There's 17 of those, and they're on display. Each one is completely different. It's like an art display at the House of Independence, and we'll be playing songs from our album and other Beatles songs, and we'll be having a great time.
That is so cool. How does somebody get tickets, Glenn? Just walk up tomorrow night? Is that the best way?
Yeah, I think that's the best way. I mean, I'll bet you there's a way to do it online, but I don't know about that.
Just come to Asbury Park and go to House of Independence and say, man, I'm here to see the Weeklings. Hook me up with some tickets. I want in. That sounds like the easy way to do it.
It is the easy way, and it's a great place. It's a comfortable place. I'm sure you'll have no problem.
Absolutely. Glenn, you got a couple minutes to hang on. I want to talk about some other things in your State Theater show next. You got a minute to hang on?
I'd love to.
Good stuff. All right. We'll got more coming up with Glen Burtnik coming up in just a few moments. And again, the big